Look at your life. Be honest. Are you building a kingdom or are you living in ruins? Many of you watching this feel like your walls are broken down, your finances are burnt, your relationships are piles of rubble, your discipline is non-existent. You feel defenseless against your own vices, just like an ancient city without walls was defenseless against wolves and armies. You are not alone. In the Bible, the city of Jerusalem lay in ruins for 140 years. The people were disgraced. They had no protection. They had no honor until one man stood up, Nehemiah. He didn't have an army. He didn't have magic powers. He had a plan, he had grit, and he had God. Today, we are not just talking about motivation. We are going to break down the Nehemiah Protocol. This is a step-by-step blueprint on how to rebuild a broken life from scratch, even when the whole world is betting against you. If you're ready to pick up a brick, keep watching. Before Nehemiah laid a single stone, he did something crucial. The Bible says he went out at night, alone, to inspect the walls. He didn't tell anyone his plans. He just looked at the damage. He looked at the charred gates. He looked at the broken stones. This is where most men fail. You want to fix your life, but you are afraid to look at how bad it really is. You ignore your bank account balance. You avoid the scale. You lie to yourself about your porn addiction. You cannot fix what you cannot face. The first step of the protocol is radical truth. You need to take a walk through the ruins of your life, in the dark, alone, right? How much debt do you have? How many hours do you waste? How weak is your body? It'll be painful. It will be shameful. Good. Let the shame burn you. Shame is a signal that you are capable of more. Nehemiah saw the rubble, but he also saw the potential. Do not just see the ruin, see the fortress that could be there. Once the work began, enemies appeared, Sanballat and Tobiah. They mocked the Jews. They said, "What are these feeble Jews doing? Will they restore their wall?" When you start rebuilding your life, the mockers will come. They might be your old friends. They might be voices in your own head. Who do you think you are? You'll never change. How did Nehemiah respond? Did he argue? No. He ignored them, but he prepared for them. Nehemiah 4:17 says, "Those who carried materials did their work with one hand and held a weapon in the other." This is the sword and trowel mindset. You must build and fight at the same time. You cannot just focus on the positive. You must actively kill the negative. While you build your body, the trowel, you must fight your laziness, the sword. While you build your business, you must fight your distractions. A man without a sword is naive. A man without a trowel is useless. You need both. The halfway point is the hardest. Nehemiah 4:10 records the people saying, "The strength of the laborers is giving out, and there is so much rubble that we cannot rebuild the wall." This will happen to you. Week 2 of the gym, day 20 of the business, the excitement is gone, the adrenaline is faded. All you see is ruble. You are tired. Your hands are bleeding. This is the filter. This is where the boys go home and the men are made. The Stoics called this the obstacle is the way. The fatigue is not a sign to stop. It is a sign that you are expanding. Nehemiah didn't give them a vacation. He reminded them of their why. He said, remember the Lord, who is great and awesome, and fight for your families, your sons, and your daughters. When you feel like quitting, stop looking at the wall. Look at who is behind you. Who are you protecting? Your future wife, your unborn children, your legacy. You don't build for you. You build for them. The wall was finished in 52 days. A miracle. But it wasn't done until the doors were set in place. Gates allow you to control what enters and what leaves. A city without gates is still dangerous. You need to set gates on your life. Boundaries, you need a gate on your eyes, what you watch. A gate on your mouth, what you say. A gate on your mind, what you entertain. If you rebuild your discipline but leave the gate open to porn, you will fall again. If you rebuild your finances but leave the gate open to impulsive spending, you will be broke again. Nehemiah appointed guards for the gates. You must be the guard of your own soul. Constant vigilance is the price of freedom. Jerusalem was restored. Honor returned. The people were safe. Your life can be restored too. I don't care how much rubble is in your past. I don't care how many times you have failed. The stone is still there. It just needs to be lifted. Start your 52 days. Start your reconstruction. If you need a blueprint, if you need a tool to hold your sword and your trowel, use the discipline journal linked below. Don't let your life remain a ruin. Pick up the brick. Build.